Hello, welcome once again. My name Prof. RSK. Today we are about learning another aspect of our lesson. We are talking about rounding of numbers. Rounding of numbers. Rounding of numbers can be grouped into three. We have rounding up, rounding down, and then rounding off. When we talk about rounding up, what do we mean by rounding up? When we talk about rounding down, what do we mean by rounding down? And when we talk about rounding off, what do we mean by rounding off? Today, we will digest that. In the meanwhile, join us in this section. Let's go back to the class. Rounding of numbers, just as we said, we have grouped them into three. And so we'll just move straight. Today we are looking at rounding up. Rounding up. And when we talk about rounding up, we're simply talking about high estimation. You remember high estimation? It is similar, if not equal, to high estimation. For those of you who do not understand estimation, you can send your comments in the comment section and then you will be attended to. If it's your first time joining us, follow us and then you will not miss any of our class. All right, so rounding up, we're simply looking at these numbers and we are going to look at in tens, in hundreds, and then we move up and there, we'll get there. But I hope you have not forgotten the usual song we have been singing, 0 to 4, 0, 0 to 4, 0, 5 to 9, 1, 5 to 9, 1, 0 to 4, 0, 0 to 4, 0, 5 to 9, 1. I hope you have not forgotten it. We are going to use that one to help us with the rounding of numbers. So rounding up, we are looking at rounding up in tens, hundreds, and then thousands. It can go to billions. But once we get the basics, we'll be able to advance from here. So when we are running this number, 9,684,183 in tens, what it means is that we are considering this very number in tens, this very number. So we are supposed to change this into the tens. So rounding up, we are looking at high estimation. So here, the estimation is set that we have to add 1 to this number. You realize that this does not really follow the pattern 0 to 4, 0, 5 to 9, 1. But because it is rounding up, which is high estimate, we make it 1 and then we add it to this. So we'll now get 9, 6, 8, 4, 1, 8, 3. This is how it's supposed to be. But we are rounding it, so this one becomes 0. And then it is up, so we increase it by 1. You get it? Very simple. In hundreds, these two zeros are what we have to consider. These two numbers, digits. We'll consider these two digits. So we'll get 0, 0, and then we'll make this one 1, add it to this one, so we'll get 2. So this digit will now become 2 under the hundreds. If I can do it here. So we have 4, 2, 0, 0. So here it is gone up, rounding up. All right, so let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one quickly. So rounding to the nearest, let's say 100. Rounding to the nearest 100, we have 2, 0, 4, 6, 7, 0, 0. You've seen that the 6 has increased to 7 because we are estimating upwards. We are estimating upwards. So we have that. Let's consider this one too. 90090,427. All right, that is 90 million. So quickly, the nearest 100, we are looking at these last two numbers and we are estimating upwards. So this 4 will now become 5. This 4 will now become 5. So you realize that anytime you are giving rounding of numbers to complete, the tens or hundreds or thousands column digit increases by 1. It increases by 1. So that is rounding up. Rounding up. Okay, so that is rounding up. All right, so we can complete these ones quickly. So we have 90090. So these two will now cause the 5 to increase by 1. Good. The same thing applies to this. Let's say we are considering the thousands here. Thousands, okay? So in this, we are considering the thousands. So we have 8, 9, 6, 4. Okay, so thousand. So this 4 is a thousandth column. So this one will also increase by 1. So we have 1, 2, 3. This is 1,000. All right. And then let's consider tens of thousand here. Tens of thousand here. Remember, for those who don't remember the place, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, million. Then we go in that order. We make sure that that particular digit we're talking about, whether ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, million, million, tens of million, hundreds of million, billion. So we use that one to determine the place. For instance, we want to look at maybe this 6. We want to know the place of this 6. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, million. Then we go to tens of million, hundreds of million. So that is how we easily identify the places. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. So 6 is tens of thousands. So we want to know, we want to estimate this one in the tens of thousands, right? Rounding up. So we have 9, 8. We estimate it up 7. All right. 0, 0, 0, 0. So we have estimated this one up. All right. So this is a very simple way of going about rounding up. This is a very simple way of going about rounding up numbers. I want you to try this ones for me. Try it in tens, in hundreds, in tens of thousand, hundreds of thousand, hundreds of thousand, hundreds of thousand, and then we move from there. So look at this one, 19,483,276. Try it for me. 87,623,624. Try these 5 questions for me under the various digits, tens, hundreds, and then we go in that order. Try and then run it up as we have learned today, and then send your answers to me. All your comments and questions will be answered. Um, if it's your first time, follow us on our social media channels, and you can follow us and then comment. All right, thank you very much. Join us in our next section. Bye bye.